guys, can you hear me? Test, test. Alright. So we have. Let me check, make sure everything's working. Sorry, I was trying out a new thing. Um, but yeah, so we have a line of thunderstorms going through it to Kansas City again, like how it was earlier. This is severe warned for 60 mile per hour. Let me make sure they didn't update it. 60 mile per hour, one gust and 1 inch hail, and it expires in 28 minutes. So this is all over here. So basically, including a little bit of the KC Metro. I think. Let me figure out how fast it's moving. 35 miles an hour. So it is moving about 35 miles an hour towards Kansas City. I'm expecting it for it to stay severe as it comes in. It does not. For me, it doesn't show any signs of weakening. So far or right now. Looks like we'll just have it keep going. But yeah, 60 mile per hour wind gust and 1 inch hail expires in 27 minutes. This severe thunderstorm warning right here for this part. I do not see any rotation in it. No tornado threat in it right now. But yes, I'm seeing that it's probably gonna just keep going and keep severe as it gets through here, gets through Kansas City. It's basically the tornado warning is including North Kansas City, so anywhere right here and up, right here. And there's another one up here. I do not know the information on that. Let me check. Um, the one up here, this one. Let me move the radar. This one up here. This one up here has a possible tornado threat. So this one is much more tornadic. Um, and the thunderstorm damage threat is considerable. And it has 75, not 75, 70 mile per hour wind gusts, radar indicated, and 0.88 inch, that's pretty oh, 0.88 inch hail in this thing right here. There was a tornado warning up here whenever I was watching it. There was a tornado warning. It has expired, and this one expires in 26 minutes also. Um, but yeah, so for this one right here, that's coming into Kansas City. Oh, that's not the this one right here. For this one that's coming to Kansas City, um, we're seeing. So yes, 60 mile per hour wind, um, coming from here. It was reported by it was reported. The event was TM wind gust, so it was pretty high, and it was 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and it was in Leavenworth, Kansas, reported by emergency manager. So, so yeah. As we this rolls in, we will moderate and watch it, but it's hard to see. You don't really see anything on you don't really see anything on Skycam. It's basically just black because it's pretty dark out. Um, you would see some things if I pointed up at the sky, but I think it's just too dark right now for it. But yeah, um, there is some wind. There is a good wind threat for 60 mph, and and just hail. So in this area, if you're anywhere North Kansas City, Bonner Springs, Basehor, Fairmount, Fairleigh, Parkville, Weatherby Lake, Gladstone, Claymore, Lake City, um, Fort Leavenworth. You do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Toxinide, Reno, uh, I think I named all of them. Smithville. You guys do have a severe thunderstorm warning, and if you are in the Kansas City metro, you're basically in the warning unless if you're farther away from it. Sugar Creek, Riverbend, Buckner, Blue Springs, Raytown, Unity Village, Lee Summit, Lake Wadalana, Greenwood, Lake Oneibad, Grandview, Overland Park, Marin, Westwood, Buckner, Sibley, Missouri City, Liberty, Oak Grove, Lake Lafayette, Independence, Wellington. Um, you'll see um, probably a severe thunderstorm warning be issued for our area pretty soon here. Um, or was severe thunderstorm if they do not issue another one. But it does look like they're going to issue another one for our area. It doesn't look like we have as much like the bad rain as before. Looks like, mm, actually, that might be weakening. Let me check my radar. Yeah, it looks like it's weakening. On my radar it shows that the rain is dissipating. Let me check the wind. Yeah, it does look like it's weakening a little bit. So I don't know if they'll keep that severe thunderstorm for that area. But yes, as you can see, this little line in front of it, this little line that is traveling in front of the storm, that is the wind line. So that's all the wind that's happening. That's when the big wind front comes in. Yes, it just expired. Doesn't look like they issued another one. I'm gonna check that wind line for any velocity, aka wind. Oh nah. Oh, I'm reading off a different radar. Come on, Phoenix. I wasn't reading off the same. Wait a sec. All right, so that's the same radar. All right. Yeah. So it does look like it's weakening. It is not severe thunderstorm. Severe warned anymore. But yes, this line right here that you see in front of it, like where the like in front of the rain. This is the rain, and this is the wind line. So this is where the wind is. So it does look like it is under 60 mph. What since they're not rewarning it. I would still watch out for that hail threat though. I don't see um. Hmm, I don't see too much hail threat on this coming in, but I would still definitely be watching on that hail threat, even though it's not severe uh severe warned anymore. But yes, there is about 20, 30, 40, maybe even mile per hour winds on it. If you live anywhere over here and you're watching the live stream and you're experiencing it, let me know. That helps me know what's happening, because storm chasers are not. So each red dot on here is a storm chaser, and you can see them in front of the storms. They're not reporting anything right now, so I don't really know what's happening over there except just looking at radar. But yes, as it comes through, it looks like it's moving about 35 miles per hour, if I'm correct. Let me check. 38 miles an hour it is moving at. So I would be watching out for that. Um, if you are in Claymore, Riverbend, Sugar Creek, Raytown, Blue Springs, Independence, Oak Grove, Unity Village, Lee Summit, Grandview, Olathe, Overland Park, Shawnee, um, Liberty, Excelsior Springs, Rayville, Richmore, um, Orick, Shelby, Buckner. I'd be watching out that there is some rain that might be coming towards you. Olathe, you have rain coming towards you soon in here next 30 minutes or so. If I just said your name, you have about 30 minutes tops until this reaches you. I do not know the exact time, how fast, like, how. Let me check, because it doesn't, on this, it doesn't show how, like, what times there are. Alright, so about Blue Springs, your Blue Springs is about 20 miles away from it. Sugar Creek, you're about 11 miles away from it. Raytown, 12 miles away. Unity Village, 18. Lee Summit, 20. Lone Jack, you're 30 miles away from it. Greenwood, you're 32 miles away from it. Grandview, you're 22 miles away from it. Olathe, you're about to get hit. 7.3 miles away from it, and 3 miles away from it in Overland Park, and is moving at 35 miles an hour, so remember that. So, basically, let me check. So, Wellington, basically, you would be hit in the next hour. Think about Wellington. So, this is Wellington all the way over here. This is about 35 miles away from it. So about in an hour, this storm will be over there. So if you're about anywhere from here and over, you would have about a couple minutes to 30 minutes until it hits you. And then anywhere past that, I maybe about 40, even to an hour. Wellington, you have an hour basically, is moving at 35 miles an hour. I don't see. Let me check the wind threat on it. There's no tornadic threat on it for right now. Let me check. Yeah, I'm seeing there could be 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, maybe even 50 on it, on the front. With what I'm seeing, I'm seeing the 40, 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts is on this little band in front of it that's developing. Independence, wait, Independence, you're right about to get hit by that wind threat. So if you're in Independence, Blue Springs, Lee Summit, anywhere over here, you're about to get hit by a little bit of wind, and then you're about to get hit with the west of the storm. which looks like, yes, it's moving at 35 miles an hour. Let me check what. Check how high the clouds are. So yeah, we're seeing with the tops of the clouds, we're seeing anywhere from 15,000 feet. So I wouldn't say good hail course, but definitely could be somewhere that could have hail in it. Um reflective. So yeah, um Overland Park, you just got hit by it. But yeah, most of the wind is in that line that's in front of it. Um I've even seen up to, oh, that's not good. The thing is glitching out. It says RF, which means range folded. I don't know if that's pretty correct, but it does show 60 mile per hour in that band. So Independence, Blue Springs, Lee Summit, um Greenwood, Raytown, Unity Village, Oak Grove, Lone Jack, Greenwood, said Greenwood twice. Sugar Creek, you're getting hit by it. Riverbend, you're getting hit by it. But all those other towns that I just mentioned, you're about to get hit by it in the next 10 minutes. So be watching an eye out for that. Um, Raytown, you're about to get hit by it. Um, so we're basically like a waiting game right now for it to come hit us. Yes, it's hitting the metro right now. Uh, it's like, so earlier, there was some tornado warnings out by Topeka when I was out there about a couple hours ago whenever I was watching it. By the way, guys, I'm watching the storms all the time. So if on any of my videos or even in my community tab, if you're on your computer, you could go leave me a comment and you can ask whatever questions, or you can check out my Facebook, uh, Peyton Ginsler, and you can ask me stuff on there for the weather. But yeah, I'm always watching it. If there's storms coming in, I'm about to be live. I'm gonna be live for any storms. I'm gonna actually start uploading videos again for just daily weather things like what to be watching out for, um, watches and warnings and stuff. Maybe even advisories. I'll be uploading videos for. But yeah, I still don't see. Oh, what is this? I was about to say. It said there was. It said I didn't know. My app said there was rotation up in Kansas City, Metro, but nah, it's down by Olathe. So if you're in Olathe, there is rotation down there. Down in this area down here. It said there was something up here, but I didn't know. I clicked on it and it popped down to Olathe. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the stream chat. Alright, so Looks like Independence, you're just now getting hit by it. Alright, Independence, you just passed, you're passing through it right now, the wind, area, as you can see right here. Sorry, I'm covering Independence. You could see that it's hitting it. Um, Nothing too much. Raytown, you're going through it, or you just went through it. Yeah, it looks like. Huh. Yeah, the rain's still traveling. Um, how much is that behind it? About 5 miles behind, like the wind part. This part right here, like 5 miles in front of the storm, the actual storm. So like, when the wind hits you, you're like you'll know it's coming. And then there's another one thing on front of this. I'm sorry I got to tell you guys, but there's two wind threats on this. So this one right here is showing up to 50, at least what I last showed. I'm guessing it's 30 to 40, maybe high 30s, low 40s. Um, yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe 20s in that one. We're seeing 30s every now and then in the storm. Uh, SRV. Alright, so on our SRV, we're seeing. Oh! Alright, so it got really windy north Kansas City, so be watching out. Um, yeah, still 60 in that, and 45 in the storm. So we're seeing anywhere from high 30s or high 20s or low 30s all the way up to 60, low 60s in this little band right here that you're seeing. But for the storm, we're seeing anywhere from 0, which is the calm part, basically after the storm, it up to 40 in this little area. That's what my radar app is showing. Normally they issue um like a warning of some sort, like a special weather statement or a severe thunderstorm warning. But I'm guessing that there's not enough hail threat or not enough something, or they're reading something else. But this is what my radar is telling me. And um, let me go over uh our outlook for today. So our outlook for today was a slight, which is a slight risk of weather, like severe weather. And then our tornado chance was 2% with the wind chance of what's that one? 15% chance of severe wind. And for hail, we're also in the 15% chance for that. For tomorrow, we're gonna be looking at something different. We're gonna see a TSTM, which is just normal thunderstorms over here, maybe, and no tornado percent chance, and no wind, no hail. And for um, day after tomorrow, basically nothing around us. So looks like it's gonna be nice for those days. What's gonna happen is, so this is the low pushing all this in. If we look at the, well, see all those red dots, those are storm tracers. So you see this whole storm? There's basically a low, which is low pressure over here, that is pushing these storms in. And so what's happening is that the low pressure associates with rain, storms, and that stuff. And there's also the reason why your ears pop. If you've ever been inside a tornado, if you've ever been in a storm shelter or anything, and a tornado's passed over you, you would see your ears pop. That's associated with low because it's so low in there. Like the pressure, atmospheric pressure is so low in there. Pressure is basically like the atmospheric pressure is basically like what's on top of you. So like if you go down a big hill, your ears pop. That's the pressure change. That's the air trying to get out of your ears, adapt to the change. But there's a big low over here. It's not enough for our ears to pop, but it's enough to make these storms. And so for that, you can see that it's pushing all these storms over here. And um, tomorrow we'll have a high rolling, which high normally associates with sunny weather, and which normally associates with sunny weather and like no cloudy weather, like nice weather basically. So a high will roll in over 9. Well, after the storms roll through. After the low gets out here, a high will come in. We'll see some sunny weather and stuff after all these storms and everything. Um, I got afraid for a second. I thought my battery died on my camera. It just stopped. But yeah, so there's basically a low over here, low pressure, low atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is what is on top of you. If you go down the hill, your ears pop. That's atmospheric pressure change. Go up a hill, or just whatever, atmospheric pressure change. That's it. But yeah, so there's a high gonna come around tomorrow maybe, and gonna wipe everything over this way. And so for the we go day 2. All right. Yeah. So what's gonna happen basically overnight is the storms are gonna roll through and then it's gonna all push it down this way. It's gonna push it. Uh, so here's the storms. It's gonna push it all the way down here by Tennessee, Alabama, all of this stuff down here. It's gonna push it all down here. So that's where we'll have that enhanced risk down here. Um, so basically, over here is the enhanced risk, and then slight risk right here, marginal risk, which is one of the lowest ones, and then the TSTM, which covers us. So TSTM is just normal thunderstorms, not 100% normal thunderstorms, but will probably be some normal thunderstorms. But yeah, the high will push everything over here, and then for today's Monday, Tuesday. Is the yeah, so today's the 19th. About Wednesday, I think, or Thursday. I'm not 100% sure. I cannot do math. But yeah, Wednesday, um, it's gonna be basically pushed up over here, all basically to a little bit underside of New York, Florida, under bottom side of Texas. So basically, all down here. So nothing really to worry about. Because if you're over here in Tennessee in this area, nothing really much. You're not gonna see anything. It's all over this way, and then it's all pushed down here, low. So that will be fine. So Kansas City, you're probably gonna have a couple sunny days. When we go the 4-8 outlook. Day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8. Yeah, I don't really see anything yet but those aren't very accurate. So I would let you guys know before anything happens. But yeah, here's the whole storm system. You can see all these storm chasers. They're mostly down here in Texas and Oklahoma. Reed Timmer, you guys can go watch him. He's also an extreme meteorologist. He owns a tornado interceptor. He intercepts tornadoes. So he is somewhere we're down here in Oklahoma. Last time I checked his live stream, I watch him a lot. I actually got kind of inspired by him, and mostly inspired by Brian Busby. If you guys saw my mom's post, um, Brie Ginsler, she posted something earlier about me and Brian Busby. He came over to my house and stuff. Go check out the post on Facebook, Brie Ginsler. But yeah, so there looks like there's a tornado warning right here, and severe stuff. But that's all past us. We don't worry about that. We only care about Kansas City. I got so carried away talking that I didn't even know that I was about to come in. Alright. Alright, here we go. Independence, Blue Springs, Lee Summit, the area we're getting passed by. It just passed by me. So, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my Skycam. Discord. Alright. Hello, concurrent viewer. Sorry, give me a second. I'm turning off my Skycam because it's not catching anything. I've been. Oh. So the wind front just passed through Independence, heading into Blue Springs right now, Green Valley, Union Village, Lee Summit, Lake Watalana, um, Green, Oak Grove, Buckner, Sibley, Ulrich, just passed through Missouri City. Um, so watching out for that. And about 5 miles after the wind is the actual rain part. Looks like, to me, that it's weakening, then strengthening up again, then weakening, strengthening up again. So, I don't know, man. Is this not updated? Why is my radar on my other computer not updated? Bruh. Maybe restart that. All right. All right. I'm reopening my radar app on my other computer. You know what I wonder? How much it costs um to pay for a GX or GR level 3. Let me check. Does it not show the price? We have been going for 47 minutes. I feel like most of my streams last for an hour. I'm getting tired after this day. Alright, there we go. So yeah, that front has came through, just passed over me, passed over Independence. Independence, you're just not entering the rain. So, does it have thunder? Because I've not heard one thunder outside. Let me check my radar app. I'm gonna check if it's an actual thunderstorm. Maybe it is. Lightning in your area. Alright, lightning out. So yeah, it's hitting Independence right now. That little thing right here that just randomly formed. Lightning out. The closest lightning strike to me was 5.8 miles away, and it was 9:35. What time is it? It's 9:39. I'm so tired. I haven't even checked up. Oh wow. Huh. That's weird. There is no lightning strikes. Absolutely none in this storm. So this is just basically rain. This is basically just all rain right here. Let me. This entire thing. This entire thing is just rain right here. So I don't know, man. Looks like just that flood warning, that flood, flash flood, what? Flash flood warning. Just that flash flood warning and that tornado watch. We still do have that tornado watch going until 11 p.m. and a slight issued for Kansas City. I should probably change the tile. I changed the title. Rain heading towards Kansas City. We do have that flash flood warning. I wonder how long it is. It's about 33 minutes. It is in 10:15. Warning. See. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, just passed straight over. I wonder if there's even winds in it again. I think the winds are gone. Not the winds are not like 10 miles an hour. Yeah, we're still. Oh, it looks like the winds are weakening in it. I'm seeing high 20s, low 30s, maybe even low 20s in it. That's on velocity. Oh, check. Oh. Alright. Alright, I see. Storm relative velocity is different. I wonder how fast the storm is going. Just like, can look the storm like chopped. Ooh, 2-inch hail in St. Louis. Okay, my radar showed me 2-inch hail. Reports of 1.5-inch hail and 2-inch hail. And I was, boom. Oh, storm chasers have rolled out of that area. I'm gonna take a weather break for a second. So, guys, enjoy watching the weather. All right. So, it's about 9:49, about 9:50. I'm expecting rain to. It's hitting Independence right now. Um, so this is the rainstorm right here. Looks like this is blowing up right here. You can see it just go from this all the way to that. But yes, it looks like some moderate to heavy rain. Nothing really severe. Maybe high 30s at most. Maybe very low 40s on wind. It looks like it's moving at about 20 miles an hour. That's an estimate. I don't know. Um, last info I had was about I think it was um 9 I think it was like 9:25, 9:30. Which was that it was moving at 35 miles an hour. I don't know if it slowed down, but does look like it's moving pretty slow. Moving through the metro right now. Independence is hitting right now. Um, Blue Springs, Oak Grove, Unity Village, Lee Summit, Lake Walla Walla, Raytown, Buckner, Napoleon, Wellington, Oak Grove, Odessa, Lake Kalakashi. It'll still be heading towards you. I'm gonna end the stream off because I'm gonna have to go. But just be watching out. Just some rain, maybe a little bit of thunder if you're up north. But this is just some rain right here. Maybe a tiny bit of thunder. Um, but I'll be looking out for that. If you're on your computer or it's not available on cell phone, but if you're on your computer, go to my community tab on my channel. Go to my channel. Go to community, and I will have posts out there every now and then. I'll be posting out. But yeah, be watching out for that. Go Definitely go check out my Facebook. I'll start posting some weather stuff on there. Um, I'll start uploading some videos about the weather and stuff. But yeah, just be watching out for the rain. I'll see you guys later, and I'll see you. Have a great day. Sleep well.